It's Dez Bryant being Dez Bryant, and I actually like the way the guy plays football. You love his competitiveness, his skill set. He's talking about trying to get 2,000 yards. If he's able to do that, Jason Garrett probably won't be the coach because they won't win a lot of football games. This team passed the ball last year with Tony Romo 648 times, and when they do that, they end up being an 8-8 football team. They've got to get back to running the football. They were 31st running it. Okay. When they won playoff games in 2009, they actually were 7th in the National Football League running the ball. I think Coach Garrett understands that. They've got to become more balanced. But this player here, Dez Bryant, when you watched him last year, he finally played in every game. He was nicked up some, but he's maturing. The guy is a tremendous athlete. He hadn't made a Pro Bowl yet. I say this, he makes a Pro Bowl this year because of, I think, what he did last year. This guy's a really good football player. He's a receiver. They like talking, but he's backed it up last year now. Now, can he get 2,000?
20 touchdowns?
I don't think so. 20 touchdowns? He had 12 last year. That's a lot. I don't know if that's true. I think what he should be saying more than anything, we're going to get in the playoffs. We're going to win the division.
Bigger picture.
That's the big picture. It's not about his stats, because if he gets those stats, that means they're behind a lot and they're throwing the ball too much. And when Tony Romo throws the ball that many times, 648 times, he's going to make errors.
Okay, you want them to run.
Yeah, run it more, get balance,
all right.
be a good football team.
Stephen A., your thoughts?
Here we go.
Good or bad thing?
Buckle up. It's been too long since I heard you rip the Cowboys.
Even let the gentleman begin.
I know what's coming.
It's interesting because Coach and the soliloquy that he just finished going through is
which,
very
by
touching.
the way, I loved it.
Which, by the way, is very touching, Coach. Yeah. Very, very touching. But you left one key element out there.
And that is?
You talked about playoffs, but I never heard Dez Bryant mention that. I heard him mention the stats. I heard him mention what he's going to do. But I didn't hear anything about the playoffs, which is why the Cowboys are who they are. You know, just a bunch of pomp and circumstance, just a bunch of, you're running their mouths, got talent all over the place, all over the place. Oh, can Dez Bryant ball? Absolutely. He's a big-time baller. Congratulations, guys. What a big-time baller. But where's it going to get you? Nowhere. You know why? Because still got the same coach, still got the same owner, still got the same running backs, still got the same quarterback, and still going to have a penchant for throwing the football 648 times.
648.
That's right.
That'd
he got 1,382 yards with a quarterback that threw 648 times. And oh, by the way, after 2 8-8 seasons, 2 times you missed the playoffs, 2 times spanked. On the last game of the season, the regular season, first by the Giants, then by the Washington Redskins. Here you are bloviating about what you gonna do. What you're going to do. You didn't talk about the team. You didn't talk about the playoffs. You didn't talk about anything. This is the problem in Big D. They talk about themselves as individuals. Jerry Jones talks about himself. Jason Garrett just deflects everything away from himself, which is smart on his part because he should have bring more attention to himself than necessary with the job that he's done. Tony Romo, I'm getting it together when he's not swinging golf clubs. Dez Bryant is talking about how he's going to be the second coming of Megatron. And oh, by the way, you still are the inferior team in the NFC East. It's pathetic. But then again, it's emblematic of the Cowboys. Because when you're an accident, okay, not one waiting to happen, but one that continues to happen over and over and over again, this is what you got. Congratulations. He's going to come close. He's going to get those numbers, Skip, and they're still going to miss the play.
Wait. Can I set the stage for Mr. Bailey?
Sure.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. How doubt them Cowboys? Are you finished? Thank you. Now, back here on planet Earth, let's have some objective analysis. Yes, you're out there in some stratosphere.
They 8-8 the last 2 years. What was I out there for?
Running your mouth about the Dallas Cowboys.
That's right. Pathetic.
Yeah.
Big D.
Now let's hear from a dyed-in-the-wool Cowboy fan. That's me. Grew up loving this football team. Just when I thought I could trust the new, mature Dez Bryant, I get this yesterday right between the eyes. As you said, and I will give you one point that you made, this was a me statement and not a we statement. So I'm going to implore Dez Bryant, who can ball. I love the way he attacks the
He can ball.
boy.
He can ball.
Dez, would you please just shut up and catch 2,000 balls in the next couple of weeks from Tony Romo? That's what you need to do. Get ready for a real football season in which you shut this man up and actually make the playoffs and win one playoff game.
2009,
That's all I
last
ask.
time they showed up and made one.
And I'm going to remind you, there is this other guy on the team, this Witten guy. I don't know who that guy is.
110 catches.
Yeah, had 110 catches last year, over 1,000 yards. Yeah, whatever is wrong, because it will be whatever next year, because it'll be the foundation of this offense will run through Jason Witten and whoever's going to carry the football. I'm not sure who that's going to be, but as you say, they have to get back to pounding the rock. That's what they did not do.
We've watched this guy, though, on a big stage because he's in Dallas and everything gets magnified even more. He's matured a lot since he's first come in the league. This is his fourth season.
That's fair.
So he's got 2 years left on his contract, this one and the next year. So he needs to have a great year, but he doesn't realize, as you both obviously said, and I stated too, that it's about being in the playoffs. It's about being embracing the spotlight, getting your team there, and you be the guy to get them there. Whether you get 2,000 yards, whether you get 1,500 yards, be the guy that makes the plays that end the ball games where you win games and get this team in the playoffs.
I agree.
He says he wants to have 20 touchdowns this season. You know, the last time that someone had 20 touchdowns, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Why mention individual numbers? Why the number should be? It shouldn't be a number. It should be getting to the playoffs.